Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast.
Hello.
So this is like part 2 of our natural disaster podcast on our last one because we ran out of time on it, talking about tornadoes and hurricanes. We got really deep with it.
We did.
We're going to finish our natural disasters on this one. We're going to start off with tsunamis. If you guys didn't listen to our last pod, we saw the movie Twisters. Zori got re-obsessed with tornadoes. So then we went in on tornadoes and then hurricanes.
Like, understanding them and, like, the difference between them. Because it's, like, it's something you always hear growing up. Like, tsunamis, hurricanes. But I don't think I really, truly knew the difference between, like, some of them. Or knew truly what some of them are. Like, even if you know, like, what differentiates them. Like, I didn't know what a tsunami was until, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I knew,
like,
I knew it was, like, water, and I knew it, like, caused flooding, but I didn't know what it was. I assumed like, it was some kind of, it's a huge wave.
Huge wave.
It's a huge wave. But yeah, I'll let you get into it.
Oh!
Maybe it's a little
deeper. If you didn't know, it is a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I can't even be on National Geographic without having to subscribe.
They really make everyone pay.
Anyways.
And it's actually so screwed up.
Tsunami. Okay, so a tsunami is a surge of water that's caused by an underwater earthquake.
Mm-hmm. So that's why...
Why are they all connected?
So, no, they are all connected. That's why it's catastrophic. Because it's like, if one happens, you're likely to have another. So, in the last one, we kind of talked about how hurricanes can start tornadoes. Tsunamis are often caused by, they are caused by underwater, like, earthquakes, but sometimes on-land earthquakes can cause underwater earthquakes. Land earthquakes will cause underwater earthquakes because the earth is quaking. Like, so it literally goes...
A sudden displacement of the ocean.
So it causes... What am I saying? Let me start over. An on-land earthquake could send shockwaves and cause an underwater earthquake, which then causes a tsunami.
Holy shit.
Which is just insane, because that's just a lot of things happening all at once.
Okay, it's been saying this about everyone, but it says they are one of the most powerful and destructive natural forces.
Isn't that the point? Like, the whole point is that they're natural, like, phenomena.
Tsunamis can strike any ocean coast at any time.
Like, don't say that to me. Like, what do you mean by that, at any time?
So they're usually at subduction zones where tectonic plates collide.
Oh, so like underground mountains are happening.
It must be. The pressure released when the plates push against each other can create huge holes in the ocean floor, which fill with water and causes the tsunami to form. Not sinkholes in the ocean making a tsunami.
Why is the world so fucking scary? Like, what? That is terrifying. And so, like, the height of a tsunami, can we figure out, like, what it can be comparable to?
So other causes of... Yeah, you Google it.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, other causes of tsunamis include landslides, volcanic activity, certain types of weather, and near-Earth objects like asteroids and comets? Sorry, what? Other causes of tsunamis. Asteroids and comets?
You'd be surprised. It's like how the moon, like...
Okay, tsunamis can travel across entire ocean basins as fast as jet planes. As fast as jet planes in ocean water.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have a little visual of a tsunami.
Oh shit.
So a big wave, which is 5M. I don't know what the M
meters
stands for. Oh. I'm really out of it today, guys.
Largest wave surfed is 24 meters. It doesn't look that big.
No. Indian Ocean tsunami, 30 meters. Oh! Wait, pause it. That's so cute. Hi. Carla?
We have a dog entering the pod.
Not her being mad. She's like looking at you. That's so cute. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Come on, Darla.
Hi. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, wait, it's going.
Oh.
She's about to take your shoe.
It's still going. Okay, so the largest wave...
They're still hearing us. Sorry, guys. There's a dog.
I couldn't do a pause, I don't think. I don't know if that pauses it or stops it.
Oh, no, it does pause it.
Alright, let's just keep going.
Okay, yeah. So then the Indian Ocean tsunami is 30 meters. That's not really giving tsunami if it's only
That's
like...
what I'm saying.
It's like a little bigger than the biggest waves. Oh, wait. We have this man in a boat to compare. Hang on.
I didn't know he was there the whole time.
Me either. I forgot. Largest waves.
Where is he there?
Okay,
he's not until
here.
it...
Indian Ocean tsunami.
They're not able to see this, but...
Yeah, we're
just
gonna tell
describing
you like what it feels like. 40 meters. Like, that's pretty big of a wave.
I guess.
I mean, that's not even the biggest one. Okay, that's scary though. Like, if you were in that boat and you saw that
In
happening,
the boat, yeah. If I'm on land, I'm not sure.
But if you're on land,
April Fool's
What?
tsunami? It must have been on April Fool's.
here's the thing: if you're on land though, you're getting drowned and flooded.
That's true.
So, like, that's so. But it's like,
So
why?
70 meters. A starship? 100 meters.
I thought it was gonna like tell me. I thought it was gonna put buildings next to the waves.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it was now. The Empire State Building.
Eiffel-
Or the Eiffel Tower.
Same thing. Yeah, actually, they were created by the same person. Did you know that?
Really?
Design was by the same person.
French or American?
Same thing. I think French. I think.
Oh, okay. That's terrifying.
What the actual?
That would be... The Titanic?
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's terrifying.
520 meters. Wait, that happened.
Yeah. What year was that?
What the fuck? Wait, why is it
1946. Why was that? Was that the last tsunami or just the biggest?
Lituya Bay Mega Tsunami? I think it's the biggest.
Okay.
That is terrifying, guys.
Maybe Google that.
What the fuck? Oh yeah.
So let me see how tsunamis are measured.
Lituya Bay tsunami. It came up immediately. Lituya Bay. Sorry, guys. Oh, Alaska. Earthquake and mega tsunami. They're literally calling it a mega tsunami.
That's crazy. Well,
Occurred
520 meters?
In 1958, the Lituya Bay earthquake occurred on July 9th, 1958. Right, obviously, that's redundant a little. They just said that. Magnitude of 7.8 to 8.3. The strike of the earthquake took place on the Fairweather Fault and triggered a rock slide of 30 million cubic meters and about 90 million tons to narrow the inlet. Okay. The impact was heard... Okay. I'm not saying words.
I'm not saying words.
The sudden displacement of water resulted in a mega tsunami that washed out trees to the maximum elevation of 520 meters, which is 1,719 feet.
Wow.
I just like tried to envision that. It scared the fuck out of me. Like, what? I can't really conceptualize that. This is the largest and most significant mega tsunami in modern times. It forced reevaluation of large wave events. They said we need to like talk about this. They're like, we need to reevaluate big waves. And the recognition of impact events, rockfalls, and landslides as causes of very large waves. So it was caused by an earthquake. Event
Underwater.
outline. No, it was caused by a regular earthquake.
Oh.
And it created like
The ripple effect?
essentially, yeah. The sudden displacement of water from that earthquake resulted in this mega tsunami.
Oh my god.
So event outline. They located the Fairweather. In the past 170 years, Lituya Bay has had 4 tsunamis. Just like stay away from
In the past
there.
how many years?
170. Oh, I guess that's not that many.
It's not, but...
4 tsunamis over 170 years. Oh, I didn't finish the sentence. In the past 170 years, Lituya Bay has had 4 tsunamis that are over 100 feet.
Oh.
Okay. But this one's like 1,000 feet, so why are we even talking
1,000
about?
feet. So tsunamis can be measured by the run-up, so the elevation of a tsunami above sea level at its furthest point of penetration.
Okay. So the height of the mega tsunami compared with Empire State Building, Eiffel Tower. So this mega tsunami was taller than the Eiffel Tower.
I wish I've seen it in person
taller
to be
than
able to
the well, it's
understand,
taller
but
than the
yeah.
Okay, so so yeah, taller than the Eiffel Tower, taller than the Empire State Building. It's just like I can't really conceptualize like what seeing something like that would even. I don't know. Like
You would just be looking straight up and like being like, when is it gonna crash?
wait, did we already talk?
It doesn't. I don't think it lets me go out of the app
Oh. That's weird.
anymore.
After you're, like,
Well, it is, but then if I don't know, I'm
Is it
nervous.
paused right now?
No. Okay, pull up. Can you pull up?
I'm so itchy.
Spray your stuff. Can you pull up? How far offshore does a tsunami form?
Boy, I'm so dead. Okay. Most tsunamis are generated by earthquakes that occur less than 100 kilometers below the Earth's surface and under or very near the ocean. I don't really answer the question. How far offshore does it mark? Okay, a large tsunami can flood low-lying coastal areas more than a mile inland. Okay, so it was like the opposite of
the
what
question.
we were asking. It was like kind of telling us how far inland it goes. How far inshore do you have to be safe from a tsunami? 2 miles inland.
Still is not really.
Wait, I'm confused. It only hits like a mile on land. How's it that bad?
That's still 17 football fields.
A mile just does not feel that long. Like, I'm so sorry.
It is.
I walked a mile and it
Because a
never feels
wave
that
crashes. Think about when you're at the beach and a wave crashes and it literally only barely goes to your feet. Like
Yeah,
the
I guess
chair,
that is
like the
like
beach
a-
chair.
long. A good chunk of, like, space. I don't know. It's just a little...
Because it just goes up, crashes.
I guess nobody really knows because once it starts, like, nobody's out there, like, looking, like...
on the boat.
It started right here.
I just can't imagine, like, over there being like, oh my god, you see it coming?
Mm-hmm.
You see it forming?
Because it just, splashes? Like,
And
think
is
about
there
a
no
tiny...
warning? You just
the
out there
warning is the
surfing?
earthquake.
You're
The
just
warning is the earthquake. If there was just an earthquake, you should not be in the water surfing.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not the only thing that can start it, it said. It said,
but I think oftentimes, like, the one, like, that biggest one that we just were reading about was caused because of an earthquake. That's the worst. Like, you're just, like, you already experienced an earthquake, and now a tsunami is happening.
double, just like how you're experiencing a hurricane that can create tornadoes.
happen. Like, what? I just don't understand how they're all intertwined. It's really incestuous.
It is weird because they're like all almost the same thing, but not incestuous.
Because I'm like, not you guys all being a part of the same group and like
Cult. They're in a cult.
starting shit together.
It's a natural disaster cult.
Like,
starting
it's actually
shit together.
so fucking weird. Like, we can't just have one and be done. Like, why do we even have to have the one? You gotta be hit by 12. That's wild.
Do you have anything left to say on tsunamis?
I don't think so.
Sinkholes?
Okay,
Or the
sinkholes, guys. Sinkholes are, like, the scariest thing to, like, not the scariest, but, like, they're just so scary to think about because, like, basically a sinkhole is caused. Do you remember why? Okay, so me and Kai, we went to this, crystal thing, and they were basically talking about how, like, geodes are formed because there's water inside, like, this crystal, and so... Or there's water inside this rock, which allows, like, crystal to form.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of times when you break open a geode, there's, like, water in it. Wait, no, there's not water in it.
No,
there was water in it, and
Yeah.
the water left, and that's when the
Yeah.
crystals form.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically that, and so basically a sinkhole is something like that, where it's like, it's a pocket in the earth, but it's like, it has to be a specific type of material, like, I think it's like, I forget what it said, but, here, let me see. I have it pulled up, sorry guys, 1 second.
Yeah, and instead of a crystal forming,
it's a hole.
ground
And so basically at any moment this thing is like ready to collapse. And so just so randomly, like, which is the scary part about it, because you could just be standing somewhere and the shit falls in and you're just in it.
Well, it's like if you're at an abandoned factory or something, and you're at the top, and you walk, and there's, like, a part that's, like, weak, you just fall through.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think they're, like, extremely, I mean, they're, like, common, I guess, but I don't think it's, like, I don't think it's necessarily considered, like, a natural disaster.
Well, it's common in that one country, right? You said Guatemala?
Guatemala, so we're talking about, the Guatemala sinkhole, and why it's so round. This is a Vanity Fair article, but I looked up sinkholes, and like the scariest one I was looking at was like this one in Guatemala, and it's like a dark pit, guys. Like, it's, look at that. It's
like,
and it's a perfect circle. Like, what are you talking about? Like, literally shut the fuck up. If I was sitting on top of that and it started going under.
So that's like a black hole in space, but like on land.
Oh my god. And so it basically says, the perfectly circular sinkhole appeared in Guatemala City, devouring a 3-story building. Sorry, the 3-story building went under in the hole.
Completely
It's in the hole. You can't even see it.
But then does the hole cover itself up after?
I don't think so. I think it's just a hole.
Forever?
Oh my god, when was this? This was 2010. Okay. So, wait, what? Oh, okay. The devouring a 3-story building and killing at least one man in the process. The gargantuan cavity,
at least one man in the
like at least. Sorry, the gargantuan cavity appears to be about 60 feet wide. 60 feet wide. That's pretty big. I'm just trying to think about my body. Like, I'm like 5 feet, like 5, 10, 15.
It's probably
30,
the whole
I think it's like from there to there. It's like 60 feet or something like that.
My God. Well,
Like,
it devoured the whole building.
Hole,
3 stories.
60 feet wide and 30 stories deep. 30 stories deep? The building is in the fucking ground.
The building's just 3 stories. What's 30 stories? Like, what's the Eiffel Tower?
I don't... Wait, look that up.
I don't know if I can. Let's see if it will,
wasn't caused... Okay, where did the sinkhole form? Okay, so what caused the sinkhole? Sinkholes often appear in areas where the rock below the ground is limestone, carbonate rock, salt beds, or rocks that can be naturally dissolved by circulating groundwater. Okay, that makes sense. As the sediment
102
dissolves,
stories.
How many stories is this?
30.
So
A third of it.
What?
It's only...
This is 30 stories deep. Oh, 30
100.
stories deep. In my head, I was thinking...
So it's like a third of it.
Yeah, it's like a third of the Eiffel Tower. Okay, that's not...
No, Empire State Building.
Oh, Empire... Same thing. I can't. No, somebody's gonna be pissed off about that. Okay, so how did it form? Where did its insides go, and why the heck is it so round?
Insides go?
Basically they consulted what caused a sinkhole. Okay, so yeah, they appear in areas where basically like the rock that the ground is made out of can be dissolved by water over time. And so as the sediment dissolves, caves and air pockets develop underneath the land surface. And if there's not enough support for the land above the spaces, the ground collapses and results in a sinkhole.
What the hell?
Natural depressions that collect water in man-made structures such as houses and streets with poor drainage are especially vulnerable to sinkholes. Heavy rainfall, like that from Tropical Storm Agatha, I don't know her, only accelerates the process. Where did all the material that used to be inside the hole go? Most of it is eroded and washed to the bottom of the hole long before the final collapse into the open hole. When the hole opens, the surface material simply drops to the bottom. Okay, so why is it so round? This is what I was asking, because it looks like a perfect fucking circle. What?
Floridians are likely living on top of many potential collapses. He estimated that about 2/3 of Florida is susceptible
all
to
surrounded by
sinkholes.
water. That's why they say Florida's going to be in the fucking ocean.
Well, they say, I thought they said Cali is.
They're both on the coasts. They're both surrounded by water.
2/3.
That's crazy.
Limestone.
Oh, it's all limestone? Ew.
Which creates
Florida
caves underground.
Is just oozing catastrophic energy. Like, I just, like, would not want to go there.
Oh my god.
Guys, I had an option to go there for grad school, and I chose not to.
Yeah, no, because of also hurricanes there.
Holes often occur when... Okay, so why is it so round? So holes often occur when the dissolution of bedrock results in a surface depression that collects water. As the depression gathers more water, the water leaks downward and eats away at... This isn't really... Eventually, a vertical circular hole forms straight through the bedrock. That didn't really explain why it's so round. Like, it's just very round.
Oh my god. This says sinkholes swallowing people is an extremely rare occurrence.
Yeah.
But it happened. In 2013, a Tampa man was swallowed alive while he was sleeping. Tampa, in 2013. Was swallowed alive while he was sleeping in his bed when a sinkhole opened up beneath his house.
I'm sorry.
His body was never recovered.
They said we can't even get it out. That is insane.
He was sleeping, and imagine waking up to that.
I guess you don't wake up to that.
But the odds of being killed by a sinkhole on most days are similar to winning the lottery on the day you got struck by lightning after being bitten by a snake.
Why does a snake get involved? I don't think being bitten by a snake is that rare for them to involve that.
No, all of that at the same time.
I know, but the lottery and the lightning is like, that kind of makes sense where it's like, that's such a rare event. But like, people getting bit by snakes is not that crazy.
I was trying
that just felt random.
I was trying to look up, like, do sinkholes ever close?
No. I don't think they do. What, it just heals itself? It literally is just a hole. But then,
or like
the people,
those excavators, like,
how do they heal a sinkhole?
Heal it.
Healing a sinkhole? Question mark.
They get filled or built over, maybe, or waste dumps.
The best method for healing a sinkhole depends on its size, location, and cause. Monitor the hole. We've said hole too many times. Is there a way to repair a sinkhole? Evacuate the sinkhole down to rock if possible. It's hard because even if you repair it, there's still a hole underneath, so it's gonna happen again. No.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole that's the whole reason it collapsed in, is because there's
use it as a landfill.
They just throw throwing trash in it. That is the most human fucking thing. I can so see that happening. Well, start filling it with trash. I can't. Everyone's just throwing their shit into it. Ew. I can't. That is so fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
That's so scary. When was the last sinkhole? Oh, 2013 maybe?
I think they're happening like all the time, no? So many more are gonna like fall.
I don't know. The biggest one, it collapsed suddenly in 1972. The sinkhole is about 325 feet long, 300 feet wide, and 120 feet deep. It was Alabama.
Wow. Why shit goes down in Alabama? Because that's where that...
A sinkhole appeared in Highland City, Florida, Saturday, January 20th, 2024. 60-foot sinkhole.
60 foot?
Opened up in Florida front lawn.
Okay, I'm scared of Florida. Like, what the hell? I'm to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to visit. I don't think I even want to go ever.
What the fuck? Should we
People
look
make it
up?
look so fun, but it's like, what?
Should we look up wildfires or landslides and mudslides?
Landslides and mudslides, because that's, I feel like, more interesting. Right
Okay,
now.
you
Like,
do mudslide, I'll do landslides.
What is a mudslide?
Calculate.
Not the drink coming up. 1 ounce of vodka, 1 ounce of coffee liqueur.
What the fuck?
1.5 ounces Irish cream.
Alright, landslides can be caused by a number of factors, including the type of rock, grain shape, weathering process, vegetation, flooding, and nearby volcanoes and earthquakes. It's a mass of rock, earth, or debris moving down a slope. They're activated by rainstorms, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, fires, and, of course, by human modification of the land. So it's literally just, like rock and shit falling.
Yeah.
Like an avalanche, but land.
Mm-hmm. That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna...
Are you chatting AI right
yes,
now?
I am.
That's
Because
a good idea.
I want to just, like, put it all together for me.
That's a good
Are
idea.
you calling me out?
Because I see something typing so fast, and I was like, oh my gosh.
And avalanche.
Yeah. Wow, there you go.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were like, we're just asking ChatGPT, so don't take any of this seriously.
Oh my god. We need to start doing that more.
Okay, so a mudslide is also known as a debris flow. It's a type of landslide that occurs when a large amount of water rapidly accumulates in the ground. In the ground? So it's coming out of the ground? Why is it?
It's rock.
Sorry. Often after heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt. This water mixes with soil and other loose materials, forming a fast-moving slurry that can flow down slopes through channels. Mudslides can cause significant damage to property infrastructure. So it's like a flood, but of mud. So the main difference between...
Flood of mud.
The main differences between mudslide, landslide, and avalanche are the materials involved and the conditions that trigger them. So a mudslide, the material is primarily composed of water-saturated soil. So it's mud and debris. And then the trigger, it often occurs after heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt, or flooding. So it basically is like the material is mud, and it happens after like the mud gets more wet, which makes sense. And then the movement is like fast. A landslide can include a variety of materials such as rock, soil, vegetation, debris. So like a mudslide like sucks, but like a landslide could like have rocks in it.
Yeah, that like coming down. Because the mudslide's just water and mud.
Yeah, it's basically just mud. So it's like dirt. It's like
not
already
gonna,
muddy
like,
area getting wetter. Like
it's not gonna cause much damage.
Yeah. Whereas like a landslide, I feel like it just get everything dirty because it's too thick to like drown anybody.
A landslide?
No, a mudslide.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, unless you were like literally right there, I guess it could be dangerous. Like if you're on it or something. But like it's not gonna move into a town and like cause a problem.
Right.
Like. It might, like, cover up a highway or something, I feel like. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Trigger.
No, it probably would go across, like, down a highway.
A landslide is triggered by factors like heavy rainfall, earthquakes, volcanic activity, or human activities like construction and deforestation that destabilize slopes. So maybe just leave the trees alone. Movement of mass rock debris down a slope. The movement can be slow or rapid. Avalanche, the material is composed of snow and ice, often mixed with air and sometimes rocks and debris. Avalanche out of the three
is so scary.
is the worst.
It's the worst.
Why is there ice?
Like,
And you can drown in the snow.
Yeah.
Because it's just a bunch of powder.
First because ice is like
what the hell?
Ice
Avalanche
is
material.
so
Okay.
sharp.
So triggered by factors such as a heavy snowfall, temperature changes, wind, vibrations, which is where the thing comes from, like in movies where they like yell and then it's like avalanche and like it happens.
And it happens.
It just happens. Or human activity like skiing or snowmobiling can cause a fucking avalanche.
I know it can happen while you're skiing.
Yeah, but
I didn't think it was
rapid descent of snow and ice
like
down
heli
a mountain.
skiing.
So I would say of the three, like avalanche is the worst.
Yeah,
in my
it
opinion.
is. Yeah.
While mudslides and landslides involve earth materials, I was gonna ask another question, but I forgot what.
Well, landslides.
What issues could mudslides, what could each cause? Let's talk about it. So mudslide can destroy homes, roads, bridges, and other infrastructure. Oh, it can also contaminate water. So, like, water, like, main water sources.
For sure.
Loss of life and injury. Rapid movement can force and lead to fatalities and injuries. But, like, how? Like,
if you're not caught in it, probably.
Yeah, if you're caught in it. But I'm just, like, in my head, I can't imagine, like, the mud, like, inching towards you and you'd be like, like, and dying or something.
I think if you just get caught in it, you would tumble and, like...
Landslide can bury roads, destroy buildings, and other... Yeah, basically everything's just falling. In my head, I don't think it should be possible for, like, that much stuff to be able to move.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about the tsunami, where I'm like, why is water allowed to get that high? Like, what do you mean?
Allowed to.
But then when you also think about it in the grand scheme of things, like, those big, like, F5 tornadoes that we were, like, talking about in the last pod, if you think about that on, like, a scale of, like, the Earth, those are tiny. They are nothing.
Yeah,
and you really think about how small they are. Like, if you think about that huge field, right? And that big-ass tornado in it, it's like, this field is only a couple miles wide. Like, in the grand scheme of things, this is not that big.
So in the grand scheme of things, we are not that big.
Which is why I'm like, it's such a big deal to us, because we're just so tiny.
And then not the Earth looking at tornadoes being like, I'm so much bigger than you.
It's windy.
Yeah. Like,
like, what the... And then not the sun looking at the Earth like... Did you ever have that?
And then bugs looking at us.
No, like... Did you ever have that thing in elementary school where they brought somebody in to tell you about space, and they hold up a beach ball, and they're like, "This is the sun," and then they hold up a bouncy ball, and they're like, "This is the Earth."
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be okay after that. Like, I could not let that go.
I know. I just saw
for so long, because I was like, "What? The sun is literally like this," and then we're just like this. That's not even funny. Like, don't fuck with me. Like, that's not funny.
I already just saw a TikTok literally the other day or something where it was like, the sun is going to, like, explode.
Well, it has to. That's the tea. Because I remember also learning that. We were too young to be learning this stuff. They were like, so did you guys know that stars can die? It's called a supernova. Did you guys also know that the sun is a star? And then I was supposed to just go home and realize that, like, the sun is gonna supernova.
Yeah.
Luckily, that hopefully won't be in my lifetime. I cannot imagine being alive on the Earth when that happens. I'm talking about getting swept up in a tornado. Somebody in, like, 55, just chilling. Probably not chilling, because global warming.
Yeah.
But just doing whatever they're doing. And then they look over, and the sun literally fucking... They said
it's supposed to hit.
They said if the sun exploded, we wouldn't know for 8 seconds. Also, 8 seconds is not that long.
We wouldn't know for 8 seconds?
Yeah, I think something like that. Hang on. I love spreading misinformation.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we probably wouldn't know. Will we even feel it? Or are we just gonna go...
Would we... react on Earth? How would we
react?
How would we react? What would it like? Screaming, crying.
Death.
What would that look like on Earth? Hopefully it understands. If the sun were to explode, it would result in a supernova, a catastrophic event, profound, immediate effects on Earth. Here's what would likely happen. Immediate radiation burst. Upon the sun's explosion, an intense burst of radiation, including gamma rays and X-rays, would reach Earth in about 8 minutes. Oh, it wasn't 8 seconds. It was 8 minutes.
Same thing.
That's crazy. I was saying same thing. Oh my god. Because that's how long it takes light to travel.
Oh, yeah.
8 minutes is too long. It's like the sun explodes. It could have already exploded. We gotta wait 8 minutes to find out. Like, what the fuck?
Great.
Yeah. And then a supernova shockwave would follow, potentially obliterating Earth. No, Earth would literally become dust.
Like how...
Because if the thing this big exploded and the thing like this small is next to it, if you think about how big the sun is and then think about like a little tornado or hurricane on the earth, it's just like... but we're over here like, ah! Like, take shelter!
Just like a nuclear bomb.
It's giving, Horton Hears a Who.
Oh, yeah.
Even a little tiny speck on a little flower. Oh my gosh. Destruction of the solar system. The explosion would affect the entire solar system. That would literally be the new Big Bang. It would be the new Big Bang, and then a whole new life would start. It would be like BC all over
Well,
again.
it says the Earth resets itself every how many years?
That's why people say, like, at the end of the day, I'm not worried, because people are always like, oh, we're ruining the planet. At the end of the day, we are going to feel those effects. The planet won't. The planet, I mean, it's feeling the effects for sure, but at the end of the day, we're a cold on it, right? Like, it has a sickness. Mm-hmm. It happens to be humans. Eventually, it's going to take its meds, kill us, and be, like, fine again. Like, everything regrows. Like, I was watching this nature documentary about, like, I forget how it happened, but it was, like, this forest that, like, everything got... Oh, maybe it was a forest fire. I think it was a forest fire that had happened in this forest. Like, everything was dead. And it, like, showed, like, the regrowth that happened in a whole new ecosystem, like, came through. And I'm like, the earth knows how to heal itself. We just, like, won't let it. And so once we're gone, because we can't handle what we did to the earth and it can't, like, sustain our life anymore, the earth's going to go back to being the earth. The earth is going to be fine. We're just going to feel those effects.
Yeah.
Like...
Dang.
Yeah, so... Basically, humans are a disease.
Has the Earth reset itself once or twice?
I don't fucking know. There's a book called The Last Extinction. Here, let me see. And I want to read that because there's a couple extinctions that have happened.
Yeah.
Also, every certain number of years, not like years, but like I guess centuries.
Yeah, it happens does reset.
What ice age happens?
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
Okay, wait.
This is crazy.
Okay, when is the next ice age?
When is the next ice age?
It's like August 8th, 2024. I find this stuff so interesting. So, timing of the next ice age is uncertain due to natural climatic cycles and human-induced changes to Earth's climate. Historically, ice ages have occurred roughly every 100,000 years, with the last one peaking around 20,000 years ago. Also, we don't have a really long time until the next ice age.
We have 80,000 years.
But we also, like, fucked everything up, so it probably is, like, it's probably, like,
true.
Longer than 80,000 years. Given the cycle, we might expect the next ice age to occur in several tens of thousands of years. However, current human activities, particularly those emissions of urine, therefore we can estimate another ice age would be due in the geological near future. What was the other thing I was going to ask? Wait, what? The exact timing remains whatever. Okay.
The Earth resetting itself?
Oh, okay, yeah.
How often it does that, or how many times it's done it?
The concept of the Earth, quote-unquote, resetting typically refers to major events that drastically alter planet's climate, biosphere, and geology. These events are often associated with mass extinctions and significant shifts in the Earth's environment. Some key resets include mass extinctions. So 44 million years ago, there was an extinction that likely was caused by a short, severe ice age followed by rapid warming. The Earth has experienced 5 major mass extinctions. This is what that book was about that I was telling you, like The Last Extinction. Mm-hmm. It kind of talks about like the next one or what that would like look like or whatever. So then there was another one that was about 375 million years ago. Causes are still debated, but they include lack of oxygen in oceans and volcanic activity. How does that even happen? And then a more recent one was 252 million years ago. The largest mass extinction event, likely due to massive volcanic eruptions in Siberia and subsequent climate change. Okay, Triassic and Jurassic extinction. So this is with the dinosaurs. About 201 million years ago. Possible causes include volcanic activity. Damn, it's always a volcano, like, causing a fucking extinction. Like, the last 3 extinctions were because of volcanic, partially due to volcanic activity.
That's what volcanoes are.
And climate change. Okay, well, there was that one volcano that erupted and, like, covered the entire United States in smoke. Am I being dramatic?
Were we alive?
No.
Okay. You might be right
My
then.
mom told me about it, I forget.
Am I being dramatic?
Most famously associated with an asteroid. Oh, no, this is the one.
The asteroid was at
So 66 million years ago, most famously associated with the asteroid impact that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, the dinosaurs.
I feel so bad for them when I think about that.
I know.
I literally am like...
Have you ever watched that movie, Dinosaurs?
No, what?
It literally, when I was a kid, I watched it, and it's, like, not cartoon, but it's, like...
Oh.
Kind of real looking.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. But
and it shows the whole asteroid happening, and they're all running.
That's fucking dramatic.
And they're dying, and I'm watching
no
this
way.
as a kid, and I'm like, yo,
that's so
what?
fucked
I was
up.
so scared as a child.
Dude. Oh my god, so that was just the mass extinctions. So that's one. Another way the Earth resets is ice ages. The most recent ice age began about 2.58 million years ago. Supervolcanic eruptions, massive volcanic eruptions like the Toba super eruption about 74,000 years ago have had significant impacts on global climate and life on Earth. Plate tectonics and continental drift. The movement of Earth's tectonic plates over millions of years. Yeah. Has drastically altered the configuration of continents and oceans. Human impact. Some scientists argue that we are currently in the Anthropocene epoch. Definitely said that wrong, guys. Characterized by significant human impact on Earth's geology and ecosystems, potentially leading to a new kind of reset. Overall, Earth has experienced numerous natural resets through its 4.5 billion years history, each reshaping the planet's environment and life in profound ways. That's what I'm saying, like, everything would start over, and the concept of that sounds crazy because we're so, like, we have, like, iPhones and, like, I don't know, like, we've gotten so far, but I'm like, something about that
can just be gone.
I know that has to feel so good for the Earth.
Oh, I know. Like a detox.
The equivalent of taking a shower. Like, just freeze everything. Like, I'm tired. Like, just freeze it all.
It's like a detox.
Like, how does that That's just... And then everything, like, dies, but it all comes back because of the environment. Like, Earth is actually so insane. Yeah. Also, what about that storm that's been happening on Jupiter for the last, like, million years?
What?
there's a huge... We have to do one on space.
No, we do. We quite literally do.
Guys, I love doing pods because we always come up with pod ideas during the pod. But, like, seriously, basically, so we went from talking about these natural disasters that happen in little spaces, and really what this ended with is us realizing how little those are, even though they're huge to us. Obviously, they impact people's lives. People died. I'm not saying they don't matter, but what I'm saying is, like, they're just so tiny.
So what's the tea on volcanoes? Why are they resetting the Earth?
Because when they erupt, because they barely ever erupt, but when they erupt, it's like, shit's going wrong.
Why they erupt?
Well, they erupt because it just, like, is time.
It's time. That's the exact scientific reason.
They, like, set a timer, and then once it goes off, they erupt. Okay, I'm gonna type in what was the volcano that covered the U.S. in smoke.
That's crazy. That was, like, the smoke issue we had last year. Was it last year?
Mm-hmm. Not even. It, like, I'm talking, like, you can't see the sun for, like, days.
That's crazy.
Like, the volcano that notably covered large parts of the United States in smoke and ash was the eruption of Mount St. Helens in Washington State, May 18th, 1980. Oh, yeah, so it wasn't that long ago.
1980.
Wait, what? A catastrophic eruption released a massive plume of ash and smoke into the atmosphere, reaching as high as 15 miles. 15 miles into the air? Jesus. And spreading ash across several states. The ash cloud from Imagine being around a fucking volcano when it erupts. I'm just, like, fathoming that right now.
Why
Like,
are
what?
you?
No, because why is it shaking? Why is everything shaking? And why is it squirting out hot liquid?
Lava.
Earth is so scary. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, how is it just like...
Wind can just start ripping trees out of the ground. The ocean can just start twisting in a circle.
Because it's
and
the
that
earth...
causes wind to start ripping trees out of the ground. And then the earth just starts shaking. Because what even causes an earthquake? Tectonic plates.
Yeah.
The earth just starts
tectonic
shaking.
plates.
Everything falls over. And then a tsunami comes and washes it all in ocean water. And then the fucking volcano that's been sitting there for years and nobody's really thought twice about it, all of a sudden just starts shaking and sprays out like molten hot lava on everyone.
Nobody thinks... I'm still here, guys. I'm still active.
Like, why is it so fucking catastrophic?
After all these years. Oh, but then there's non-active ones. Do you remember learning about that?
Yeah.
Non-active and
I'm like,
active
what do you
ones.
mean by that? It's like, what are you talking
It's never
about?
gonna
bro?
erupt again?
You don't
Like,
know that,
yeah.
though. Like, they already only erupt, like, every fucking...
Stop
What do you mean it's
assuming.
not active? Maybe there's no lava in it. That's what they mean. It's dry.
So where does the
when
lava come from?
it's in the ground. I need to watch a documentary on this. I'm telling you right
Take
now.
it back to
I'm
science
telling
class.
you right now.
What?
I'm like a full on English girly. Like, love. I'm an art hoe through and through. And as much as I like, science was not my strong suit.
Me either.
I pursued a degree in STEM because it's like what I want to do as a career. But science was not my strong suit at all. But when I tell you, it's always fascinated me.
Yeah. Because we got Earth placements.
Yes,
in
I've
our
always
chart.
been so curious and always like seeking to understand more, and the fact that we have all these answers. We don't know that much, which is crazy. We really don't know that much, but what we know is so crazy.
We also have to do a pod on the deep sea.
Oh. That's gonna make me...
No, you know why?
Oh.
You know why we weren't that good in science? Because you're trying to explain tectonic plates to us in 6th fucking grade.
That was actually so fucked up of them.
Like-
because what? Because I understand that shit now. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Why are you
What
telling
else
me
is
that
this
when
weird?
I'm
I was
12?
That's
Like, my brain's not even developed.
That's as fucked up as them bringing out that beach ball and being like, so this is the sun, and this is the earth. LOL. Like, no, now I'm fucked up.
I'm just thinking back to all of the stuff we learned in science, and my like, I could not comprehend that at
Why
that
are we
age.
learning about fucking physics? Like, I think the last time I did physics was, like, in elementary. Like, what the fuck?
Elementary.
Learning about inertia.
What? I don't even know what that is.
I can't. But I love science. It's so interesting. I seek to understand. Like, I really, really do. And when I love the idea of just, like, diving in. And, like, that's why I love that mushroom documentary. And I, like, recommended it to because I didn't know.
You know what other documentary you
What?
would like? I think it's on Netflix, too. I don't remember the exact name of it. I'll find it. But it's, like, related and, like, I don't know. So, it's one based on the coral reefs.
Oh,
I cried.
You told me about this one.
Because this guy's
Dude, I
so,
don't know if I can
like,
handle it.
stop. This guy's so nerdy and cute, and he dedicates his whole life to, like,
I love
and
people
he's, like,
that.
in his
I
20s.
love people
and
like
he, like,
that.
tears up and, like, cries in the movie because he's talking about how they're, like, becoming very bleached. And there's
Yeah.
nothing we can do, and he's trying to, like,
Oh my god!
you would love it. I gotta find out.
We have
He, like,
to watch
literally
something.
tears up. It
Somebody-
was so good. I cried.
Guys, I need to
We're gonna have to talk about that
We
in
do. I
the
need
C
to find
one.
a volcano documentary. I need somebody to explain
A
all
volcano
the insides. Because that's what happened with the tornado thing. Is like, I rewatched, like, a meteorologist just explained tornadoes. And she's just like, she's just, because she knows everything. These people who, like, care so much, she knows everything. She's like, the gusts from the wind go up. And then she was talking about how hail gets formed.
Uh-huh.
Hail is so fucking cool. So essentially the upward drafts in, like, the top of, like, a storm or a tornado, because hail can happen without a tornado, like, these water droplets, the precipitation in the atmosphere drop down, and because it's in, like, the cold area, so it freezes. But then the upward drafts shoot it back up, and then it comes down, more water gets on it, it freezes again, shoots
Oh,
back
it's
up.
like building
So
layers?
it builds, like, if you cut, like, a piece of hail in half, it's layered, like, almost like a fucking tree.
Oh.
It's literally so cool until it gets...
And that's why it's big?
Until it gets so heavy that it drops. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But why is it...
So that's why hail can get bigger in, like, really intense storms like that, because, like, the drafts are so strong that, like, even if it's heavy, it can still go up and get even more on it.
What the...
Yeah. Because we've had, like, I've seen
We've
hail
had mini hail,
here,
yeah.
and
yeah.
it's just a little tiny, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you want to eat one?
Can you imagine golf size?
No, golf ball is, like, what's happening right now. Dude, why is everything so catastrophic? Me realizing this right now? Like, why is it possible to have golf ball sized, tennis ball sized hail? That's not okay with me.
That's shattering your skull.
The entire U.S. can be covered from the
Concussed.
smoke of one volcano. An earthquake happens. A tsunami taller than the Eiffel Tower splashes onto the city. Like, what are we talking about?
Earth just kind of sprinkles it in, like, I just want you to know I'm still in charge. Like,
No,
I can still fuck your shit up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you guys don't take this shit serious, and I'm not, like, blaming everybody individually, because that's not how it works. Like, it's just really just not how it works. But I'm just saying, if you're somebody that's like, oh, global warming's not real, I'm not saying you need to stress about, like, your individual thing, but, like, just know it's real, and educate yourself on it, because shit is changing. And I'm sorry, if you don't feel a difference, I feel like we've been around long enough to feel a difference. I remember having white Christmases.
Yeah.
I have not seen a white Christmas in, like, a couple years now.
Yeah. Or winter.
A couple years now. And by white Christmas, I literally just mean even, like, in the month of December, I shouldn't really be able to see grass like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it kind of looks like this sometimes in December. It's scary.
Our winters
weird.
used to be, our roofs would be covered.
So cold.
And,
yeah.
like, our roofs would have snow piled up, and then we'd have from the plows piled up, like, literally 10 feet high, like, on the sides.
And as much as, like, I'm obviously, when you're a person, like, you can't really, it's convenient to not have, like, that much snow, but it is kind of annoying when people are walking around, like, oh, yeah, I like that it's not, like, we're, like, gonna die.
Yeah.
Anyway, if we didn't send you into an existential crisis, good for you.
You've made it through this
You
podcast.
made it through this pod. Congrats. But yeah, all that to be said, appreciate the earth. And don't just fucking post on your little story. Let me get on a soapbox really quick, because I get so pissed off. Don't just post on your little story, Happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. Bitch, what are you doing for the earth? Go pick up some fucking trash or something. I don't want to hear from you unless you're actually doing something.
Right. I don't want to hear from you.
And it's like, okay, Zori, what are you doing? Not a whole... I mean, when I see trash, I pick it up. I'm not doing a whole lot.
I don't litter.
I'm also not posting, like, Happy Earth Day, like, with my ass out. Like, bitch, it's not about you. You want to be so earthy and cute and hippie. Fake ass. Like, I hate it. Bitches just want to be hippies. So they are like, Happy Earth Day. They don't do anything. How are you vaping? And you're like, Happy Earth Day. Like, get a life. I'm tired. So yeah, that's me on my soapbox. That's all I had to say about that. Fake fans of the earth. I knew
Fake
her before.
fans of the earth.
I knew her before she was famous.
I can't.
I'm done.
I think that concludes it. That wraps it up.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, we'll catch you on